Hello everyone, my name is Natalie, the Marketing Associate of Black Pearl. We are a human resource and recruitment agency that provides holistic business and talent solutions to corporate companies around UAE and GCC region. For today's video, we will be talking about the importance of attestation of documents in the recruitment process and the things you need to consider in getting your documents attested. To enlighten us on this topic, we have Mr. Dcouto, the Business Development Specialist of BVS Global, an institution based in the UAE that assists corporate and individuals on attesting numerous government-mandated documents, including background verification, attestation, and apostille. What is the reason government requires an attested degree?
Attestation should be done for migration purpose, studies, work, even for personal reasons. If you're bringing your family, you need your documents attested. So the government requires this to legalize the document from the country where you're coming from to the country where you want to migrate. So it's basically a legalization process of the documents which are required for these purposes. So example, if you're going for a work permit, if you're a skilled labor, then you would require the attestation documents in terms of having your attested education degree from the country and from the country where you are going to migrate.
If a candidate needs to attest their documents, what are the things they need to do and documents to prepare?
So the primary requirements is basically the original certificate and the passport copy of the particular document holder. Some countries are there which just require, like UK for example, they just require a scan copy, a clear scan copy of the document, and they will go through the full attestation process to make it legalized as per the requirements of the particular country where you are immigrating to.
How long does document attestation usually take?
It depends on the country to country. So it depends on the country where you're staying and the country where you're going to stay in future. So example for India, say example for a personal document, it takes around 8 to 12 working days, as opposed to UK for a personal document, again it takes around 15 to 20 working days. So the process and timelines change with the change in country. So initially we should know exactly the use for which country it's going to be used accordingly, so that we can give you the exact timeline.
What challenges do people face usually when getting their documents attested, and what do you recommend to overcome them?
Okay, so basically I would like to divide it into two. One is controllable challenges and one is uncontrollable challenges. When we talk about controllable challenges, most of the clients, when they try to do the attestation themselves, since they don't know the exact steps, it could involve in actually having a longer timeline to complete the process. So if they don't know what to do when, say a 10 to 12 working days completion could result in actually happening in 20 to 25 working days. And this could eventually result in actually, not getting their attestation done on time for the regular purpose which they are doing it. Uncontrollable thing could be the embassies and ministries where you'll have to go through to do these attestation processes. Sometimes if there's a country which is having different working days as another country, say UK has different working days as opposed to UAE. So for this, we'll have to take into consideration the UAE embassy in that particular country, what is the working day. So this is not in our control. Sometimes there might be some unfortunate issues in that economic crisis or sanctioned countries. So that could involve in things that we cannot control, and we'll have to wait accordingly to complete that particular process.
When should you initiate the process for document attestation?
Always do your attestation during the planning process. Say example, I've been issued an offer letter from a particular country that says that you have to get to the country in the next 30 to 45 working days. So the first thing that I should do is do my attestation process, because all the other process can run parallelly while the attestation process is done. So the initial thing whenever you think about moving or for any purpose, for work purpose, for studies, always get your document attestation. And one thing good about the attestation is that once a document is attested, for that particular time, it will always be attested in terms of being legalized as per that countries, unless there's a change in the rules or anything like that. If you're going for an attestation process, always go with a company that has experience in this particular field, because it could save timeline, and there are some issues where sometimes there could be a problem where in different countries they issue fake stamps or fake attestation from the country where you're coming from. That would result in, when you bring it to the UAE, they might suspend the document, or they might regard that document as fake. So go with a company like BVS Global, who is very well versed in the knowledge, in the skill, and in the experience of doing this process. And also, we are an ISO certified company, which shows that we do everything by the book and also professionality.
Thank you everyone for tuning in with us on this Black Pearl episode. Once again, this is Natalie from Black Pearl, and we believe in the power of your human potential.